one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey Claire, it's Beth. It's been a long time. Too long. I know we had our differences about keeping up the family tradition after Mother passed, but she wouldn't want to see us like this. It's just, after what happened to Mother, I'm afraid of losing you too. It's your life, and I respect your decision to keep up the family's tradition. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm sorry. And Claire, congratulations. I heard that you're pregnant, and I want nothing more than to be there for you in this special time. That's what Mother would want. I'm in town for a few days. I would love to see you and drop a gift off for the baby. I really miss you, Claire. I hope to see you soon. 10 years. A whole decade. And she'd rather us be at odds than to put all of this behind us. I just pray she'll hear me out. Claire? The door's unlocked. Hello? These books were passed down through generations, written in a language known only to select members of my lineage, but there seems to be a book missing. It looks like no one has been here for years. Famed author Ethel Myrtle, missing, grandson wanted for questioning. In a shocking turn of events, celebrated novelist Ethel Myrtle, known for her acclaimed works in American literature, has been reported missing from her family estate in Brookfield. The 62-year-old author, whose novels have captivated readers across the nation, was last seen 3 days ago. Authorities have since launched an investigation into her sudden disappearance. A tip received late last night has turned attention toward Ms. Myrtle's grandson, Thomas Myrtle, 30, who is now considered a prime suspect. According to sources close to the investigation, Thomas has a troubled past, having battled with addiction and post-traumatic stress disorder following his return from service overseas. Investigators are looking into whether these struggles may have contributed to his possible involvement in his grandmother's vanishing. Police are eager to question Thomas, but his whereabouts remain unknown at this time. He was last seen in town earlier this week, but no trace of him has been found since. Authorities urge anyone with knowledge of his location to come forward, as he is wanted for questioning in connection to the case. Further complicating matters, Ethel's husband, Arthur Myrtle, 61, has also not been seen in recent days. Mr. Myrtle, a long-distance truck driver, was reportedly on the road for work at the time of his wife's disappearance, but there are growing concerns that he too may have gone missing. The Myrtle family is well known in Brookfield, and locals have expressed shock and disbelief over these mysterious circumstances. As the investigation intensifies, speculation mounts about the possibility of foul play within the family. Police continue to search for answers, but with both Thomas and Arthur unaccounted for, the fate of Ethel Myrtle remains a troubling mystery. A picture of my father.
Journal entry, July 17th, 1928. I sit here, pen in hand, staring at this blank page, and all I can think of are the faces. Not just the men I served with, but the faces of the ones who waited for us. Those we left behind, and the ones we couldn't bring back. Anna tells me I'm too quiet these days. She doesn't say it outright, but I see it in her eyes, the worry. She's struggling too. There's a distance between us, a chasm neither of us can cross. And then there are my twin girls, Beth and Claire. Sweet, innocent faces. They're growing so fast, and yet, in my mind, they'll always be the little ones who ran to greet me when I came home. I should feel joy, gratitude, but instead, there's this gnawing ache. I can't look at them without thinking of what we fought for, what we sacrificed. Did we do enough? Did I do enough? Arthur Myrtle. I wonder how he's holding up. He was there in the worst of it, alongside me in the tank. Both of us praying the metal shell around us wouldn't be our tomb. We shared everything, our fears, our hopes, and sometimes even our silence. I haven't heard from him in months. Is he lost like me, drowning in the memories? Or has he found a way to move on? The nights are the hardest. When the house is quiet and Anna is asleep, my mind drifts back to those days. The mud, the noise, the sheer weight of it all, and the silence that followed. The deafening, unbearable silence of survival. God help me. I'm still there.
I hope Claire doesn't have a problem. It has a combination lock. I'll come back to it later. This is Edith Holden. Born in the 15th century, was the matriarch of the Holden lineage. Her life laid the foundation for the tradition that endured through the centuries.
March 15th, 1945. Aunt Lily is gone. Beth left not long after, and now I'm alone. I never imagined it would come to this. She despises the fact that I've chosen to carry on the family tradition. She calls it outdated, even dangerous. Something that should have died with Mother. But I can't just walk away from it. It's who we are, even if she refuses to accept it. But while sorting through Aunt Lily's things, I found something I was never meant to see. It was Mother's will, hidden among her belongings, tucked away as if she wanted to keep it from me. I don't know why. Perhaps she thought it was better left buried, but I read it. And now, I know the truth. Mother's will led me to a chest, one I had never seen before. Inside, I found her diary, the works of her favorite author, Ethel Myrtle, and an old book that once belonged to Edith Holden. But it was the red box that caught my attention most. She wrote about it in her diary, mentioned it in ways that made my skin crawl. But her diary, it's more than just memories. It's a map, a guide to finishing what she started, the things she discovered, the truths she unearthed. They were only the beginning. There is more. There has always been more. Not only did they conceal what was rightfully ours, but they also deceived us about it all. Our legacy is dying. I have to move fast.
There's no mention about where Claire might be. She hasn't written in this in years. But while I'm here, I should probably open up Mother's diary. I guess I'll head to the attic. The Holden lineage has been the subject of study for decades, believed by many to be a dying tradition. What little we have uncovered suggests that their practices, once passed down through generations, have been deliberately left to wither. Whether this was due to external persecution or an internal decision remains uncertain, but the result is the same. Their knowledge has faded into obscurity, leaving behind only fragmented accounts and unconfirmed theories. One of the most compelling aspects of the Holden bloodline is the stark division of abilities between men and women. Historical patterns indicate that the men of the family did not possess any significant supernatural traits of their own. However, they served an essential role as carriers of specific genetic markers, passing down inherited abilities to their offspring. These abilities varied widely, though two traits seemed to surface more often than others: the capacity to see into the spirit realm and, more rarely, the gift of foresight, allowing them glimpses of future events. The women of the Holden family, however, almost always displayed more tangible supernatural gifts. Records suggest that many possessed the inexplicable ability to read and comprehend languages they had never studied, while others excelled in the mastery of potions and alchemical mixtures, crafting elixirs of unknown purpose. It is unclear whether these skills were innate or required formal training, but no documentation has been found detailing their teachings. Perhaps the most frustrating mystery surrounding the Holdens is the deliberate erasure of their physical presence. Despite years of searching, no known grave sites, burial records, or preserved remains have been located. It is widely theorized that they either cremated their dead or buried them in unmarked private locations to avoid discovery. This practice extends beyond their physical remains. No verified spellbooks, recipe collections, or written records of their craft have ever surfaced. Some scholars believe these texts were buried alongside their owners, taken to the grave to prevent their knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. For now, the truth remains buried in silence. Whether by choice or by force, the Holden legacy has all but disappeared from the world. But if history has taught us anything, it is that secrets never remain hidden forever. Claire and I were always so close. I love this picture of Claire and I. We were inseparable. My great-great-grandfather. He built this house. This is my great-grandfather who inherited the house. And according to Aunt Lily, he secretly added a hidden passage to safeguard our family's secret tradition. I've never actually believed that, though. This is my grandfather, and the third generation to live in this house. There's the pole. I just need to reach it. Damn it. Shit, come on. Shit! Come on! I'm okay. Edith Holden, composed in the year of our Lord, 1773. In the year 1460, in a quiet corner of England, there lived a young woman named Edith Holden. She was the daughter of Sir Reginald Holden, a gentleman known for his travels, and his wife, who managed their household. Edith's life was one of simplicity and innocence. Sir Reginald often journeyed to distant lands, bringing back stories and treasures. On one such return, he presented Edith with a peculiar gem, a large ruby that emitted a soft red glow. Unbeknownst to Edith, this gem was drawn to her innocent youth, sensing her openness and ease of influence. One evening, as twilight approached, Edith retired to her room. There, she heard gentle whispers emanating from the ruby, speaking of mysterious and hidden powers. Compelled by an indescribable urge, she touched the stone. Immediately, she felt a surge of energy and began speaking in tongues, her words flowing in an unfamiliar language. Her hand moved on its own, inscribing symbols upon parchment that seemed important yet unfamiliar. This event marked the beginning of Edith's practice of what was later to be known as witchcraft, making her one of the earliest known practitioners of such arts. At the time, the term witchcraft was emerging, and practices involving magic and the supernatural were often shrouded in mystery and fear. As Edith matured, her beauty and vitality remained unchanged, leading to whispers among the villagers. Fearing that her agelessness marked her as evil, rumors of her execution began to circulate. By this time, Edith had been blessed with 2 daughters. Terrified that her death might endow them with none of the power she possessed, she penned a spell to ensure the continuation of her abilities. This incantation decreed that every quarter century, her descendants must recite the spell before her image to transfer her spirit and powers to the next generation. Despite her efforts to safeguard her legacy, Edith was eventually executed for her practices. Yet, her lineage endured, with each generation of Holdens performing the ritual to inherit her gifts. Over time, the family amassed considerable wealth, which they used to construct a hidden cathedral. Within its sacred walls stood a grand monument of Edith, serving as a focal point for the continuation of the tradition she had established. Thus concludes the tale of Edith Holden, whose quest to preserve her mystical heritage shaped the destiny of her descendants, intertwining their fates with the enduring legacy of her powers.
You shouldn't be here.
Of course it's locked. Maybe the key is locked in that room. Must be some type of clue for the combination. I'll take it with me. Riches and Dark Secrets, The Holden Estate. A tale has long circulated in our town, one that whispers of a grand and secretive cathedral buried deep beneath the estate of the reclusive Holden family. It is said that this hidden sanctuary once served a powerful family, skilled in the dark arts of witchcraft, and was adorned in gold and precious jewels. Estimates place the value of its treasures at a staggering $5 million, a fortune beyond measure. Despite numerous offers, Mr. Leopold Holden has steadfastly refused to sell his land, and rumors abound that he is either guarding the secrets of the cathedral or is clueless of what might lie beneath. His reluctance to part with the estate has only fueled the growing mystery. For now, the Holden estate stands as a symbol of power and mystery, its gates firmly closed, guarding a secret that may never be revealed. There's so many rumors surrounding this family. I never know what to believe.
July 1885. From the moment I could speak, Mother knew my love for reading. As I grew older, I spent more time lost in books than I did beneath the sun's warmth. By the summer of 1885, I had read every book in our home and found myself craving something new. One night, after Mother and Father had retired, I crept up to the attic, a place I'd seen Father store boxes of books before. There, hidden under layers of dust and shadows, I found crates full of unfamiliar books and bottles filled with strange spices and liquids. My curiosity led me to one of the books, which appeared to be full of recipes, each name matching one on the bottle's names that seemed both strange and foreign. And, on the back, my mother's name engraved. Another book told the story of Edith Holden, a woman born in the 15th century and later executed for witchcraft. At the bottom of an old dust-covered chest, I found a final book, its pages filled with ancient texts and symbols that seemed to hold the weight of time itself. That's when it hit me. The bedtime stories Mother once shared weren't just stories but pieces of our own family's history. I felt a sudden pang of betrayal. Why had this legacy been hidden from me? Why had they kept such a powerful truth locked away? How could you hide this from your own child?
Why would Claire tear out pages from Mother's diary? I'll have to get the power back on.
July 10th, 1953. Max called earlier, left a message while I was out. He did it, just like I expected he would. With him being a reporter, I knew he'd be able to find the location. That's the whole reason I got close to him in the first place. I needed someone with connections, someone who could get me what I couldn't find on my own. It's finally happening. After all these years of searching, tomorrow morning we leave. But before we leave, when Max heads to the car, I'll place his belongings in the chest in the attic alongside my mother's things. The things that hold his positive energy deserve a place next to my mother's. At first, Max was just a way in, but I fell in love. I love him more than I ever thought possible, and I know he loves me deeply too. But what makes all of this so much harder to go through with is I'm also pregnant. Max doesn't know, and he won't, but it has to be this way. He loves me. He'll understand even if he doesn't know it's coming. I just wish I could have talked to Beth. Maybe the way I feel now would have changed. Even with Max, the baby, I feel empty.
This is from 10 years ago. Why hasn't anyone stepped foot in this house since? My God, I don't want to fear the worst, but I can't be certain what she was planning on doing. Claire mentioned Max's things were stored in that chest in the attic. Maybe there's something in there, something that could lead me to where Claire might be. I'll try to get the power on first. Maybe Max mentioned something in his message. Claire. It's Beth. It's been a long time. Too long. I know we had our differences about keeping up the family tradition after Mother passed, but she...
Hey there, Claire. It's Max. I sure hope this fancy machine my brother cooked up is working properly. He's always tinkering and inventing things. Anyway, listen, sweetheart. I have a surprise. We're going to Ethel's house. It took a bit of legwork and some good old-fashioned snooping, but that's what makes a top-notch reporter like me. It's a bit of a haul, so I'm planning to stay the night, and we can head out first thing in the morning. I miss you, darling. I can't wait to see you. Bye now.
They went to Ethel's house? But why?
Last will and testament of Anna Holden. To my beloved daughters, Claire and Beth. For decades, our family has called this house home. It holds within its walls the stories of our ancestors and secrets hidden from the world. The estate, with all its lands and contents, I leave to you both to share equally. Hidden within the fireplace, awaiting those who can see beyond the ordinary. 3 figures must stand upon the mantle. A goddess of grace, with one breast bare, a man of wisdom holding truth in his hands, and the lion, fierce and proud, guarding the way. You'll then find a key, one that unlocks a chest in the attic. Within that chest lies an ancient book, once belonging to our oldest known ancestor, Edith Holden. This book holds the very foundation of our tradition, and I trust you both to restore what is being lost. More than that, it is the key to a hidden world, one that cannot be reached without it. The bookcase downstairs guards the way. May you guard this legacy wisely. With all my love.
I need to check what's hidden in that compartment. Claire might have left the key to the chest there. Max must have kept a diary or some notes. It could help me track down Ethel's house.
Last will and testament of Anna Holden. To my beloved.
That might be one of the statues I need. Thank God I didn't break anything.
October 30th, 1951. My lifelong dream has finally come true. I'm officially a reporter for the Classic Times. I can hardly believe it. My first assignment is already on my desk. They want me to cover the case of a missing maintenance man. I'll be heading into town later to talk with some of his regular clients and see what I can dig up. And as if that wasn't enough, something else remarkable happened. I met a beautiful woman today. Her name's Claire. We ran into each other at the coffee shop right across from the office. I was talking to a fellow there about my new job, and Claire, sitting alone in the corner, must have overheard. Next thing I knew, she came up and started asking me all about my work, and I think it really impressed her. I took a chance and asked her out, and she said yes right away. What a day. I think this might just be the start of something special, both in my career and maybe even my personal life. July 7th, 1953. Lately, Claire's been acting different. She keeps asking me over and over if I really love her, and if I'd do anything for her no matter what. I do love her, and I'd like to think I'd go to the ends of the earth for her, but her questions have been getting intense. She's almost relentless with them. I can't figure out why. She's also been fixated on these old books left behind by her mother, all written by the author Ethel Myrtle. From what Claire's told me, Ethel's life story is both tragic and fascinating. I heard the stories about the unfortunate fate of Ethel, and I'm convinced someone's hiding the truth. She's been begging me to help her track down where Ethel lived, saying it would bring her closure somehow. Then it hit me. If I could solve the mystery of Ethel Myrtle, it might not only bring some peace to Claire, but also make a splash in my reporting career, since I never was able to find any groundbreaking information in regards to my first assignment. I'd be the one to uncover the truth. I think I'll start digging around and see what I can find. Maybe it'll give Claire what she needs. But if this obsession doesn't settle down, I'm not sure where things between us are headed. It might be time to move on.
What's this? There's something in between the pages. This is exactly what I needed. Max must have a good memory if he left without this. This must be Mother's diary. I feel like I barely knew her. I don't think I'm ready to read this yet. This must be the box Claire was talking about. Wow, it's so beautiful. Whoa! What the hell? killing me. I should lay down for a bit. I must be seeing things. That fall really messed me up. I think a nice warm fire and a bath first would do me some good.
My dearest Beth and Claire, I pen these words with a heart laden in sorrow, seeking your forgiveness for abandoning you at such tender ages. My ventures into the forbidden arts have wrought nothing but suffering and regret. When I was younger, I was consumed by the ambition to master the craft of potions, to attain immortality and omnipotence. Yet, each potion I brewed in error hastened my path towards mortality. A bitter irony I only now fully grasp. My mother, your grandmother, was the true master alchemist among us. The potions I crafted in error began to eat away at my very being, a slow and excruciating decay. The pain it inflicted is relentless, reducing me to screams of agony. Knowing my end was near, I turned to the desperate and dangerous realm of black magic. I performed a spell to bind my soul within our family's heirloom, hoping to witness your lives from afar. But know this, my beautiful girls, should the red box where it's held be opened, the evil held at bay by the spell will be unleashed, transforming my spirit into one of vengeance. I wish I could have saved your father too, but his mind became weak after the war. I found him hanging from the ceiling in the attic. Please, never forget that your father and I love you too very deeply. And I'm so sorry we left you so early. Now, Claire, you possess a gift like mine, an innate talent for spells. And Beth, you have the rare ability to see the dead, a gift few can endure. Most spirits mean you no harm, but those summoned through the art of black magic and then released hold the power to kill. I implore you both to uphold our family's traditions of witchcraft and magic, but use these gifts for the good of the world. Shun the dark arts that have brought such ruin upon us. Let my fate serve as a grave warning, a path never to be followed. With all the love and sorrow in my heart, your loving mother.
The box. I opened it. I need to get the hell out of here. Wait, no. Mother always protected us. Whatever this vengeance is, it can't be stronger than her love. She'd never harm me. It's you. I've been seeing this whole time. feeling this was going to happen. It's blown out. I'll just go to bed. Shit! It's Mom! Shit, my car keys. They're in the bedroom. I can't leave Mother like this. I have to destroy the stone. Mom, please. Please don't.
Do it.
I drove for hours, through the heavy rain and the muddy roads to Ethel's house. My father saved my life. Looking back, I think he was trying to stop me from opening that box, even as he was helping me search for Claire. But I guess we freed Mom together. I came here looking for my sister, but I'm afraid I'm about to find something much darker. I'll have to walk the rest of the way. There's a light on. Claire! Where are you?
December 18th, 1949. It's been a tough journey, but I'm grateful to have my grandparents by my side when I had nothing and nobody else. I've been crashing on this couch for a few months now, and my back is constantly reminding me of the discomfort, but it's still better than the cold sidewalks I used to sleep on. Becky, I know you'll never see this, but I'm sorry for how our marriage fell apart because of my addiction. I'm proud to say I've been clean for 2 years now, though life is still tough. My grandmother's memory is fading, and it's hard to watch. She tries to write, but she can barely get through a few sentences. Still, she gets up every morning at 4 a.m. to make us both a fresh cup of coffee, and those moments on the porch mean the world to me. Pa and I don't talk like we used to, and it hurts. I thought we'd grow closer, but instead, we've drifted apart. I'm trying to figure it out. Each day is hard, but I'm holding on to the small blessings and grateful for the family I still have.
Is anybody here? Claire? A cassette tape?
February 8th, 1951. To whom it may concern, my name is Thomas Myrtle, the grandson of Ethel and Arthur Myrtle. I have no recollection of last night's events, yet I fear I may have committed a grave act, awakening beside a pool of blood in my grandmother's room with her nowhere to be found. Our senseless argument from yesterday morning seems to have spiraled out of control. I cannot bring myself to face my family, so I'm deciding to vanish. Pa, I never intended harm towards you or Grandma, and I wish you were here to have stopped me. Grandma, my love for you is immense, and I am deeply sorry for believing I had changed. You were right, all along.
September 15th, 1949. 2 decades in this dump have left me feeling monotony's dull ache. Our grandson's arrival, though celebrated by others, only amplifies the dull ache of boredom that has settled into the very bones of this place. The walls close in as the routine of these isolated woods stifles any excitement or purpose. I often find my mind drifting back to the days of war, a time when every heartbeat mattered. Returning to that chaos feels preferable to the dreariness of this homestead. In the midst of Ethel's illness, I cling to the rhythmic purr of my truck and the solace of painting. The canvas becomes a sanctuary for my unspoken thoughts, locked away in a room only seen by my late mother. The keys to my peace rest with her. As I write on this anniversary, the ink carries the weight of unspoken desires.
Congratulations. You've stumbled upon my tape, where I'm certain I'll be 6 feet by now. Here's the truth. I snuffed out my wife, Ethel Myrtle, with my own hands. Craftily, I pinned the whole sordid affair on my feeble grandson. Oh, Tommy boy, you were a breeze to deceive. My hands may be dirty, but yours will bear the weight of the blame. You see, when you've got one soul dependent on meds to numb the pain, and another reveling in them for twisted delight, pitting them against each other is child's play. Just drop the pills next to the addict's pitiful bedside. I waltz in, the virtuous savior. Tom and I indulge in a deceitful game of poker, and as he rises to use the head, I sneak a generous dose of sleeping pills into his tea. Sweet dreams, Tom, you gullible pawn. Once Ethel was dealt with, I moved his body into her quarters. When he comes to, I'm sure he'll believe the terrors of the war made him do such a terrible thing. He won't suspect it was me. Little does he know, I had him dancing to my malicious tune. I've got him fooled. I fed him a load of lies, making him believe I'm off on some extended work trip tonight. I'd kill him too, but unfortunately, he's my cover. Here's the motive. I've gambled my life for this damn country. Yet, who gets the accolades? Not me, but Ethel. Maybe once I erase her from the scene, they'll finally acknowledge the greatness I've achieved, the masterpieces I've crafted. And if they still don't, well, this confession will cement me as the legend who silenced the renowned author Ethel Myrtle and got away with it.
My God, you sick son of a bitch! The grandson has been innocent this whole time.
Arthur, what are you doing with that?
You really are just a stupid writer, aren't you? Why don't I just show you?
Ethel? My God, how could he have done this to you?
Down to size.
You evil piece of shit. It's her wedding ring. You'll have your justice, Ethel. I'll make sure of it.
Small town shaken this morning as new details emerge about mysteries surrounding the disappearance of Ethel. Was the grandson involved? The whereabouts of her husband, Arthur Myrtle, are still unknown.
What is that awful smell?
Yummy.
Oh my god!
They ate me alive. Hurry, she's coming.
August 5th, 1963. My name is Thomas Myrtle. It's been 12 years since that tragic night. I've been in hiding for over a decade, but I'm returning under the cover of night, seeking answers and closure, if any. I can't bear to live with the guilt and confusion any longer. No more hiding. If I can't find any answers tonight, then my life is yours, Lord.
I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'll help you prove your innocence. You didn't die in vain.
My dearest Max, it's hard to put into words the turmoil swirling within me. I need you to understand that my love for you was genuine, but the path I've chosen was driven by desperation. Losing my mother at a young age left a void only Ethel could fill. Her books became my refuge, guiding me through life's trials with their messages of hope and joy. The road I've taken, deceiving you to enter her cherished haven, was not fueled by malice, but by a sense of duty. In this life, I find it hard to find a purpose. Even the prospect of motherhood couldn't anchor me in purpose. Yes, Max, I'm 3 months pregnant. I owe Ethel everything. With this book of spells and your sacrifice, I'll protect the place she once called home, and where those cherished books were born for all eternity. You once said you'd do anything for me, and I believed you. So I slipped poison into your drink, knowing you'd understand. You look so peaceful now in that bed, and I promise to protect your soul. You may rest while mine will remain here forever. Farewell, Max. Thank you for this chance, even if it means goodbye.
Claire, why? This is it. The book Mom left to Claire many years ago. It could open the passage I never believed existed, or I could destroy it and free her. Whoa! What the hell? could have saved you, Claire. But this is what you wanted. What you did was selfish, but who am I to take that from you? What did you learn about our family that made you do this?
March 1892. My mother never thought I would figure it out. Or maybe, in the end, she wanted me to. I'll never know for sure. The bedtime stories she told me weren't just stories. They were pieces of the past, disguised as fairy tales. There was one I loved most, the one that stayed with me long after childhood. She told me of a family who longed to worship their goddess, but the world had turned against them. No matter how far they ran, how deep into the woods they hid, they were hunted day and night. So with no other choice, they used their power to open a gateway to another realm, a world untouched by their enemies. There they built a grand cathedral, a sanctuary where they could finally worship in peace. In its center stood a statue of their goddess, watching over them, guarding the faith they had nearly lost. To keep it hidden, they built a house over the entrance leading to this realm. But it couldn't be opened by just anyone. The key was the very book that contained the spell to unlock the gate. Without it, the path remained closed forever. As a child, I was captivated by that story. It felt familiar in a way I couldn't explain. But as I grew older, as I uncovered more of my heritage, I began to understand. It wasn't just a story. It was a message, one my mother had left for me to discover, or so I believe. And when I finally found the entrance, I knew. The cathedral was real, but it had been sealed away, lost to time. I became desperate. I knew I could bring it back, that I could restore what had been taken from us. I just needed more time. Time. That was all I ever needed.
Thankfully, everything is labeled. Whose wallet is this? Why are these opened?
At long last, I have found you. There was a secret hidden within us, a truth buried in our very blood. We were once a formidable lineage, graced with a rare gift passed down through the ages. My mother spent her life in pursuit of what was stolen from us, chasing the promise of immortality to reclaim our lost legacy. But the magic had faded, and the potion meant to extend her life turned out only to poison her. All had been concealed from us, yet I refused to remain in ignorance. I searched relentlessly, poring over every book written about our past, until I discovered a passage. It spoke of my ancestors, and of the possibility that their lost books were buried alongside them. It was all I needed. I pried open every crypt, praying for even the faintest sign of our heritage. And there, with my great-grandmother Eleanor, lay the key to the cathedral. Clutched in her decaying grasp was the incantation that could unseal its ancient doors. Now, as the last embers of our legacy flicker and fade, I offer this sacrifice. I call out to those who once blessed our bloodline. Hear my plea, forgive our sins, and restore what has been lost. Yet even as I cling desperately to hope, I fear it may be too late. The old spells of Edith Holden slip away from my mind, their words twisting into forms both unreadable and foreign. Only those of sacrifice and death are clear to me. Our tradition gasps its final breath. My purpose is lost, and with it, my will to live. If you are reading this, know that I am already gone, and so are you. If you have come this far, you have learned too much of our legacy, and if our end is to come, let it fall only with us.
Ethel's wedding ring. It can serve as the relic that's bound to this place and help break the spell. Claire, please, you don't have to do this. I can save you. That book needs to burn, and burn fast. It's finally over.